go.
Hey everyone, I'm Lzzy Hale from Halestorm, and I have been asked to give a grand rundown of my sadly limited collection of my guitars that I brought overseas. I only brought a few with me. One of these days I'm going to have all of an undisclosed number that I was just talking about off camera, all of them on tour with me. But right now, what I decided to bring were two of my signature models, my signature Gibson Explorers, which one of them I'll show you now. This one, they're paying the butt. Get out, hold on. All right, this one was the prototype that they ended up making me. It has a lot of love. There's a lot of road rash. Sorry about all the lights going on. A lot of road rash. I've had this for a couple of years now, and really the only difference between this and then the one, which I'll show you the next one, and the one that I have in stores right now, is decided to take off the binding of the headstock. It was a little ridiculous, and decided on some cleaner lines after playing on this thing for a while, but I still like the way this feels, so I take it on tour with me. I will show you the next one here. This. Oh, sorry. There we go. We'll do that. Now this is the signature model that I have out in stores right now. And like I said, you know, clean line, although this is much yellower because I've been loving this one for a little while. This one has the classic 57s in it, so it just has a nice bite to it. So I use this one mainly for a lot of our standard and songs like Rock Show and of the like that just need that kick in the face. So, and then the other one is more of my go-to.
Are there different pickups?
Different pickups in these guys. These guys have the original 500Ts in them. So, sorry, I forgot to clarify that. Yeah, so these have the 500Ts. So it's a little bit warmer, a little bit more of a thud. You know, I use this one mainly for a lot of the drop D tunings, just because it gives a nice chunk to it. So, and like I said, I use this for more of our standard tunings. Yeah, you can never have too many Explorers, so maybe, you know, I have two. Let's see. I'm just gonna stack this right on top of each other. Now this guitar is my newest one. Gibson ended up making this for me for one of our new songs. That's on our new record called I Am the Fire. This is SG double neck, but it is standard and then baritone. So, so basically what I do in this song is that I have this particular song called I'm the Fire is in dropped A tuning, but only in the chorus. So what I ended up doing in the studio, since what we were talking about before, we did all the basic tracks live, was this like 6-fret stretch arpeggio. I did that in the studio. It worked out totally fine, but then I'm like, I don't want to do that every night, so end up doing the arpeggio in standard, and then when we get to the chorus, da-da-da, just balls out. But
sounds convenient.
It's very convenient, and you know, again, I'm a chick after all, so it looks pretty badass too. So, which gets the attention. It is a beast though. It is heavy as fuck. So, if I have back problems when I'm older, it's because of this one. Now the only other guitar that I ended up bringing out with me, we really need to invest in a better case, is my Les Paul baritone, which I use this one in drop B for now it's two of our songs. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 of our songs. We use it for Freak, Like Me, and I Get Off, and one of our new ones called I Like It Heavy. So Yeah, it's a good one. It needs a little love. This one is actually my least favorite that I brought on tour because it's just very temperamental. You know, it's just it depends on the day and it decides what it's going to do. So it has a bit of a mind of its own. But yeah, those are the only ones that I brought out on this tour. Like I said, next time I'll show you a better, a bigger array. So I'm gonna show you my absolute favorite amp in the entire world. This is my Marshall JCM 800. We have separated them just so, you know, especially tonight because it's kind of a smaller venue. So basically, I have this one here because obviously you have to have the Marshall in front. You have to. And then we have my second stack mic'd in the back. And we got my head around here somewhere. Let's search. Yeah. Ta-da! So
nice.
it's really simple. That's why I've always been attracted to it, and it's just that meat and potatoes rock sound. It's, you know, we talk a lot about how we're not necessarily trying to reinvent the wheel. We just want to be the best freaking wheel that we can be, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, have everything cranked as much as you can in this day and age. Like we were talking about before, gone are the good old days where you can just kind of have a 100-watt amp and just crank it to 11 and reach the back row without totally blowing everybody's ears off. Actually, at that point in time, everybody wanted to have their ears blown off, so we were doing them a favor. But yeah, so one of the, if only I could have lived in that era. Anyway, so that's my yeah, that's my amp and rock and roll.
Okay, the pedal board.
Yes, onward. So again, here's my rig as it is right now. It's kind of in the process of moving everything around. These two pedals are actually Joe's that I'm borrowing, trying out right now, because this MXR Blue Box has this really crazy, kind of choppy, muffled, distorted sound, almost, you know, almost keyboard-esque, and I've been using that in our new single, Amen. Because in the verses, I ended up using that in the studio. This Pog is really retarded. It's hilarious. It sounds almost like an organ, which is something that we had ended up adding into on our record for one of our songs called I Like It Heavy. So it's got this kind of fat bottom to it, so I've been experimenting with that on some of our newer songs. You know, I got my Jerry Cantrell wah, which is very convenient actually because you don't actually have to press it down to turn it on. It just automatically, as soon as you start using it, turns on, which makes it convenient for if I wear high heels because I don't have to do anything. You just got to step on it. For any of you out there that do that. So let's see, I got my boost, which, you know, self-explanatory, and then this is a distortion pedal that I'm experimenting with right now. It's got a pretty good chunkiness to it. I don't have it totally cranked because kind of like what I was saying before, my a lot of my sound and my distortion comes from my amp, so I kind of keep that as my bass and then just kind of put the icing on the cake with that one. And then absolutely my favorite pedal in the entire world, the tuner. This is the magical make everything sound better pedal. Anybody that thinks otherwise is lying. So, well, ma'am.
Yeah. And a buffer.
Oh.
The buffer.
Oh, yeah. That's that's basically just so that cuts down on some noise and everything, because obviously you have all these cables and crazy lighting. Something's bound to go wrong, you know. And so we try our hardest, you know, to keep everything pretty clean. But you know, that's rock and roll. There's going to be noise and hum and feedback and all that. So
it sure is. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.